Why is Japan called Japan and written like this? The country located here on the earth is called Japan. It is the country's name in English, as you know, and people call the country in a different way in other languages. Let's have a quick look. It is quite interesting. In German,
Japan,
in French,
Japon,
in Spanish,
Japón,
in Portuguese,
Japón,
in Italian.
Giappone,
Slightly different. Interesting, isn't it? 面白いですね. Let's have a look at non-European languages as well. This is the world tour of the name of Japan. In Turkish,
Japonia,
in Russia,
Япония,
in Arabic,
اليابان,
in Hindi,
Japan,
in Vietnamese,
Nhật Bản,
in Thai,
일본,
in Chinese,
日本,
in Korean.
일본,
Finally, Japan in Japanese is Nippon. Then, if we compare all the pronunciations of the country's name we have just checked, which country's pronunciation do you think sounds the closest to Nippon? I thought the one in Thai was the closest. What do you think?
일본,
Nippon.
일본,
Nippon. Sounds amazingly similar, doesn't it? Even though geographically, Thailand is not the closest country to Japan. I have not checked every single language for the pronunciation of the country Japan, and also I'm not a linguist either. So there might be a language whose pronunciation for Japan is much closer to Nippon. So if you find one, please let me know. Here is an interesting fact. Japan in Japanese are pronounced in two ways. One is Nippon, and the other is Nihon. So there are two pronunciations for Japan in Japanese, Nippon and Nihon. Basically, Nippon and Nihon are interchangeable, so you can choose whichever you want to use. These are the kanji letters of Nippon or Nihon. The reason why Japan is written with these letters are hidden in the meaning of these kanji letters. What do you think the meaning of the first kanji letter Ni means? Number 1, the sky. Number 2, the moon. Or number 3, the sun. The answer is number 3, the sun. This kanji letter is a pictograph and it was made from the image of the sun like this. The second kanji letter for pon or hon has the meaning origin. So Nippon or Nihon means sun's origin or the origin of the sun. Why was this meaning used for the name of the country Japan? Yes, it is related to the location of Japan. Let's have a look at the old world map. This one was made in the 6th century BC, which means about 2,500 years ago. Can you spot Japan on the map? No, we can't. We can see Asia, Europe, and Libya only. In the 15th century, a more detailed map was made, but still, this one mainly has Europe, Africa, and Asia. It doesn't have North America, South America, Japan, Australia, and other countries in the Pacific Ocean. The map very commonly used now looks like this, and the one used back in the 15th century covered these areas only. So this was the whole world back then for the people living in Eurasia. On the other hand, China became aware of the existence of a country across the sea much earlier than Europeans did. Then, from China, in which direction is Japan located? North, south, east, or west? The answer is east. Does the sun rise or set in the east? Yes, the sun rises in the east. That's why the kanji letters for the origin of the sun were used for its name by the Chinese people. Now, we still have a question. The name Japan and Nippon or Nihon are quite different. Why is it? The key person for this question is this person. He is Italian and his name is, yes, Marco Polo. He went to China in the 13th century and he heard about the country of the origin of the sun from Chinese people. They called the country like this. It sounded like Zipang for Marco Polo. So when he went back to Italy, he introduced this country as Zipang in his book. Then the variation of the name were derived from it. Now we know why Japan is called Japan, and it is written as this. Through age of discovery or exploration, North America and South America and other countries were discovered gradually. The origin of a country name is quite interesting. And what about Australia? Do you know the meaning of Australia? Which language does this word come from? French, German, English, or Latin? The answer is Latin. What is the meaning of the Latin?
Australis.
Southern, northern, eastern, or western? The answer is southern. Yes, for the European explorers, Australia was located in the south. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you could enjoy learning the background of the name of the country Japan. またね